Hi, and welcome back to Beer30.Buzz. This is Byron. I'm going to be your bartender today. For those of you that have been messaging me, again, my name is also known as B. You can reach me at the letter B at Beer30.Buzz. So I do want to thank those of you that have been providing different comments, feedbacks, different suggestions, things to that effect. So I do want to start off this particular episode, if you will, with a special thanks to one of you that did reach out and leave a comment regarding especially like the IPAs that I did, the Lagunitas. Whenever I poured it into the frosted mug, I had some issues with the head forming on that, and I was actually told that because I had used a frosted mug with the darker beers, that the cold will actually mess with the the carbonation and will actually keep that head down. So food for thought. If you're looking for decent head, then you want to make sure not to use a frozen mugs. So today's beer is brought to us by AleSmith. AleSmith Brewing Company. They're out of San Diego, California. This is their extra pale ale. It's called X. This is a 5.25% alcohol. This is going to be, I'm imagining, something that's probably more in line with what I'm used to drinking, what I find to be a little bit more savory whenever I'm trying a new beer. So I'm going to go ahead and try to keep these videos a little bit shorter for you folks, just to try to keep the attention span there properly. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a pour. We'll see how this goes. I did pick this up from the refrigerated section. So this is already cold. I'm actually getting a getting a little better head with this one. So these are newer pint glasses for me here, so they were given to me as a gift. So this is actually only my second time pouring into them. So I'm assuming had I used a normal pint glass, one that wasn't shaped differently, that might have gone a little bit better. But as you can see, this is actually a lighter beer. I was reading on the back of the bottle. I know with some of the beers I've been trying to give my different pairing thoughts. But I did notice on the back of the bottle that AleSmith does have some recommendations, so I'll read it to you. It does say, AleSmith X is hoppy enough to cut through rich foods like burgers and pub fare, but light enough in body and alcohol to not overwhelm soups and salads. This beer pairs well with brie, farmhouse cheddar, and mini goat milk cheeses. When it comes to cheeses, I'm personally a huge fan of smoked Gouda, so maybe one of these times I'll pick up another bottle of this and we'll actually give it a shot with some of the smoked Gouda cheese. This head is actually settled pretty decently here, so I'm going to go ahead and give this a sip and see what we think of this. Again, this is the AleSmith Brewing Company, X. Yeah, see, this is more up my speed. I do like the lighter beers personally. I think they just go down better. Again, when I talk about some of the IPAs, I tend to salivate a lot. It dries out my mouth, I get cotton mouth. I just feel like the buzz, if you will, off of those particular beers isn't as relaxing. I don't know if I'm just crazy in thinking that or not. I do know, obviously, with the different beers having different alcohol content, that'll play into that as well. So do keep that in mind, like I've said before in many of my other previous episodes, that please be somewhere safe, somewhere that you can sit back, relax, or have a heavy meal or something like that before you do get in the car and drive. You probably know that you should be 21 or older as well in order to partake in these beers. So that's actually a really good beer. I'm going to give this another sip here. Yeah, that is a very nice, smooth beer. Not too much on the hops, not too little. I don't feel like it's watered down, but it's just light enough. I feel like if I were to be doing like a pub crawl or maybe engaging in one of these, like beer softball or something like that, this would be a pretty good beer to drink with something like that. I don't feel like it's going to sit too heavy. I don't feel, again, just that salivation that takes over my mouth with some of the other beers. I would agree with the pairings. I've never actually had cheese with beer before, so maybe we'll try that again. But in terms of a good pub burger, I would agree, as well as a super salad. I do like super salads, a little plug for Panera or something like that. So I could see this as being a beer that a lot of people would enjoy. And again, a nice light beer. So I'm going to leave it at that in efforts again to keep these videos shorter for you folks. I do want to thank you for joining me again. Again, as a reminder, if you've not already done so, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And cheers.